When Gabriel was about 11 or 12, we started noticing that his head was starting to turn to the side. And it was very gradual, but then eventually it was just totally sideways. He started going like this with two fingers to hold his head straight, and going to another physician who said, well, it's great because he's compensating and he's holding his head this way. And so eventually his schoolwork started suffering because he couldn't write and hold his head and hold the paper at the same time.
The main things, not specifically as a father, but maybe more as a parent in general. We shared the same concerns that he was having trouble in school with reading and writing, concentrating on his classwork, and we did wonder if he'd in fact be able to safely drive because of that. But maybe now putting on the dad cap. But Mom also noticed that, yes, he did have trouble with physical activities. A couple in particular that when he was in middle school, he took a personal fitness class that he really enjoyed. He bonded very well with the coach. And as part of that personal fitness class, there was weightlifting, which he, to this day, still enjoys, and he's much better at it now. But it was an issue in that he couldn't safely weightlift all the time because he wasn't able to exercise caution around the weights.
By the time he was 13, his head was totally turned to the side. And people would stop us and say, oh, is he okay? What's wrong? We came to Dr. Barr, and as soon as he walked in, he said, oh, he has dystonia, and felt his neck a little bit, and then said he could do the Botox injections.
But so I was a little skeptical about it, but that we did do some research about it, read the material that the office sent home, and it's really proven itself. It's not just for aesthetics and cosmetics. It really is for valid medical purposes.
Well, once he started the Botox, we actually did it here in the office, and Dr. Barr had a chart and that said the exact places he was going to put the Botox. And Gabriel would hold our hands really tight, and he had the injections different places in his neck. And within a few weeks, really, we started noticing a difference.
I came and I noticed an immediate relief of stress on my right side of my neck where I was churning. And he just said, it will take at least 2 weeks to you'll actually notice an improvement, but I can notice the improvement right away.
Each time it's gotten better so that it's to the point now that his head's almost perfectly straight, and we've actually cut back on the medication.
It's improved his life greatly, and the actual physical condition, it's greatly improved. So sure, initially expect some inconveniencing, a little bit of hurt, but long term, even short term, certainly long term, it's worth it.
We hope that the years he missed in school catch up, so that he starts doing well in school, maybe graduate, and get his permit soon and his license. Because now we feel confident that he can drive if he would concentrate and put his mind to it, just like any teenage boy.
Now that I'm 16 years old and it's coming up on my license here pretty soon, first I got to get my permit. I'm really looking forward to getting the keys in my dad's car.
Gabriel also was diagnosed with Tourette's. So we were going to another physician, and that's where he was treating the Tourette's, but didn't identify the dystonia as being dystonia. And then the pediatrician recommended we come to Dr. Barr because he actually works with kids with Tourette's. And so once we came here, it was like so different because he knew what he was looking at, and he was able to help him, you know, take a look at his medications, what was going on, and I just identified the dystonia right away. And so we've seen a huge change, and we're just so glad we came here because it's really helped Gabriel just so much. And before we were just kind of spinning our wheels and saying, well, this was normal, he's compensating. It wasn't compensating. It was missing the problem and not correcting it.